Something that I've been learning, which is so powerful, is that just because God promised you something or you received a promise does not mean that attaining that promise is going to be easy. Some of you may have received very grand promises from God, um, and that's amazing. But that doesn't mean that the road to that promise, even if it's a promise from God, is going to be easy. And I'll give you an example in the Bible. Go read the book of Joshua and the journey of the children of Israel attaining their promised land that God promised them. And if you don't know, I'll give you a brief summary. But God promised the children of Israel that they were going to go into a promised land. He delivered them from slavery in Egypt, and he promised them that he was going to take them into a promised land flowing with milk and honey. Now, in the book of Joshua, we see that as the children of Israel are getting ready to take over the land, there are enemies in the land. There are already people in the land that they actually need to conquer. So God sets up Joshua to lead them. And God tells Joshua, be strong and courageous. And he repeats this to Joshua, telling him to be strong and be courageous because he's going to lead the people into the promised land. This is after Moses has died. Why would God need to tell him to be strong and courageous if there wasn't a reason for it? Because he was going in to fight battles and drive the enemies out of the promised land given to them by God and conquer the promised land. That just shows you that there will be battles on the road to the promise. You are going to have to fight for the promise. Just because there's opposition does not mean God has not promised or that you should give up. Oftentimes, when God has promised, there is opposition. When you have a destiny that God has shown you, there are going to be bumps in the road. There's going to be some hardship and some suffering, but you need to stand and not give up. You need to fight for your blessing. So be of good courage and go study the book of Joshua and be strong and courageous because God is with you. He is fighting with you and fighting for you. God bless you.